This is the brief on Mu Chen's dangerous encounter and strategic escape in the Sky Grid Fire Pond. Okay, so picture this. Mu Chen, yeah, is this formidable warrior, and he gets himself into a really tight spot deep inside this perilous, lava-filled place. But what happens next is pretty amazing. Involves some smarts and an unlikely team-up. First, Mu Chen basically wanders right into the lair of a terrifying flame dragon scorpion in what's called the Sky Grid Fire Pond. Now this thing, it's half scorpion, half snake, and its power level is like a 6th stage zone user, which is, really high up there. Mu Chen realizes pretty quick, okay, I cannot fight this thing directly. Sometimes knowing when not to fight is the key, right? So next, guess who shows up? Hu Mei. She's a general of the Heavenly Gong combat unit. And get this, she's also being chased, but by a different monster, a 3-headed spirit flame serpent, just as powerful as the scorpion. Hu Mei, she sees these two kings of the fire pond, and she knows they absolutely hate each other. So quick thinking, she hides herself and Mu Chen, basically tricking the two monsters into this massive, hours-long brawl. Her endgame? To grab their valuable spirit flame cores, think super potent energy sources, once they've worn each other out. Clever. Finally, after the monsters are seriously injured, Hu Mei basically lays down a challenge for Mu Chen. She tells him, all right, go defeat one of these weakened beasts yourself and take its spirit flame core. It really shows her competitive streak, especially against Mu Chen's acquaintance Juyu. For Mu Chen, though, it's this incredibly dangerous opportunity, but it could level him up all the way to the 3rd stage Zune realm. That's a huge jump in power, even though it's still way less than the monsters were at their peak. So, Mu Chen navigates this super high-stakes survival game, turning sheer danger into a strategic win and a big chance to get stronger, all thanks to an ally he didn't see coming.
This is the brief on Mu Chen's kind of crazy cultivation journey. Okay, so we're looking at some YouTube anime bits here. It's all about how Mu Chen, this young cultivator, uses some seriously bold moves and hardcore training for a huge upcoming trial. First up, Mu Chen versus the blazing dragon scorpion. This thing's injured, yeah, but still super dangerous. So what does Mu Chen do? Something wild. He literally dives into its mouth. Yeah, you heard that right, to hit its spirit flame core from the inside. Talk about risky. It's like jumping into a furnace. It worked, though. Took out the scorpion, got the core, but got pretty burned himself. And General Hu Mei totally changed her tune about him after seeing that sheer gutsiness. Second, with that powerful core in hand, Mu Chen gets right down to some intense training. He grabs the core, tons of this refined energy called Z-Zune liquid, and holes up in a cave. Spends 10 days just getting his body and energy ready, then starts this month-long power-up session. He's basically absorbing the core's fiery energy and the liquid's calmer energy, balancing them inside him. It's all about leveling up, pushing towards Z-Zune stage rank 3. And finally, his intense training didn't go unnoticed, especially with the super tough Ninefold dragon formation test coming up. This test is notoriously hard, right? Even rank 4 experts struggle. Lots of generals were skeptical Mu Chen could pull it off at rank 3. But you could tell even General Hu Mei was starting to see his determination despite her teasing. So the deadline hits, and bam, Mu Chen walks out, having hit rank 3. He's ready. So yeah, Mu Chen's sheer nerve and hard work got him to a whole new level, right in time for his biggest challenge yet.
This is the brief on Mu Chen's battle in the 9-Dragon Fire formation. All right, so we're diving into a really key moment from The Great Roller, It's where our main guy, Mu Chen, basically has to face this huge trial to prove himself and grab a top spot. Okay, first off, Mu Chen's power-up speed is kinda wild. Get this, just 3 months in the Heavenly Calamity Flame Pool. That's like a special energy spot for boosting strength. And boom, he hits the 9th stage Sovereign Realm. That's a huge deal, and it definitely gets noticed. Commander Mantuolo, the big boss of the Heavenly Calamity Army, offers him a shot at being the 6th commander and joining the Dragon Phoenix trial. But there's a catch. Gotta beat the legendary 9-Dragon Fire formation first. Second, this 9-Dragon Fire formation, yeah, it's seriously dangerous. Think 9 massive lava dragons, right? Made from old fire dragon blood, and each one hits like a 4th stage sovereign tough, even for pros. And then it throws these 9 dragon heavenly runes, nasty ancient lava symbols that crank up the danger and can mess up even strong fighters pretty bad. So finally, how does Mu Chen handle it? Pretty incredibly, actually. He doesn't back down. He calls up his sun god body, this powerful golden form, and whips out his weapon, the Mahamaru demonic pillar. Then, he cleverly mixes purple flame and dark demon thunder energies to blast some of those runes. For the rest, he uses his own special trick, the 3 black lotus formation, also called the death lotus formation, to take out more. And believe it or not, his sun god body just tanks the leftover hits, totally unharmed. Honestly, Mu Chen's smarts and sheer grit really make his journey in the cultivation world something else.
This is the brief on Mu Chen's victory in the Ninefold Fiery Dragon formation. Okay, so imagine facing this, insane spiritual trial, right? The kind designed to just break even the toughest warriors. Well, that's exactly what the cultivator Mu Chen ran into with the Ninefold Fiery Dragon formation. His win wasn't just about raw power, though. Oh no, it was some serious strategy involved. Let's get into it. First, you gotta admire Mu Chen's adaptability. I mean, yeah, he's a powerful third-level sovereign, and at first he just went all out, using his awesome sun god form to smash these lava dragons. But here's the thing, he realized pretty quick that just hitting harder wasn't gonna cut it. The formation just kept making more dragons. So that immediate switch from pure strength to smarts, that was key. Second, he figured out the real power source wasn't even the dragons. Nope. It was these 9 hidden drops of ancient fiery dragon blood, buried deep in the lava and protected by these super tough dragon scales. So, forget fighting endlessly. He knew he had to go for that core weakness. Smart, right? And finally, this is where his really unique skills came in clutch. Mu Chen flips on his demonic heart state, a special power he got from cultivating this black demonic heart thunder. This state basically gave him laser focus. It let him channel this precise thunder-based spiritual attack, kind of bypassing the physical scales altogether. And here's the genius part. The ancient fiery dragon blood soul fragments, they're terrified of thunder. So boom, he snagged all 9 drops, the whole formation collapsed, and bam, he's the new 6th general of the Celestial Weapons Unit. So yeah, it was that mix of sharp thinking and using his very specific abilities that let him beat a seemingly impossible challenge.
This is the brief on the Dragon Phoenix battle and its formidable contenders. So, we're diving into this legendary Dragon Phoenix battle, right? It's a huge deal for the up-and-coming powerhouses in the northern region, and we're looking at how our guy, Mu Chen, gets ready for this seriously daunting competition. First off, you gotta understand this Dragon Phoenix battle. It's the proving ground for the absolute elite young martial artists. Think of it as a major league event, but everyone showing up is like a monster of talent, way beyond anyone Mu Chen has faced before. And the stakes? Super high. No help allowed. You're completely on your own. Okay, so who's actually in his way? Well, second, this influential leader, Lady Mandala, she gives Mu Chen this thing called the Dragon Phoenix Record. Basically, it's a list of the North's most terrifying young geniuses. You've got people like Liu Yan from Supreme Heaven Palace, Prince Yu Ming's the super ruthless underworld mansion, and then Fang Yi, ranked #1 from the ancient divine tower. Seriously, these guys are called dragons and phoenixes among men for a reason. And finally, how does Mu Chen even stand a chance against that? Lady Mandala hooks him up. She gives him 9 drops of this incredibly potent ancient fire dragon blood. Plus, she teaches him this ancient, devastating martial art, the sky-destroying flower light. But to make it work, he needs to tap into the power of the ancient Mandala flower. These mysterious things, each apparently as strong as a top-tier master. Wild, right? These gifts are absolutely crucial for him. So yeah, armed with this intel and some powerful new tools, Mu Chen's now set to tackle his biggest challenge yet and really carve out his own legend.